expect the just full car crash, man. Just go in there and throw bombs, give the fans exactly what I want to give them, just full war violence.
The AllStar app, the #1 app in the business. UFC, Bellator, One Championship, PFL, and more. Get the app right now. Link in description. Let's start with Japan, man. Saitama Super Arena, New Year's Eve. You went in there. You got that first round knockout. How perfect was that weekend over there, that week in Japan for you?
Man, they kind of wrote the narrative like he was the bad man or something. Like I was gonna come in there and he was just gonna steamroll me or something. He should know I come from a bad family,
Tafa gay.
But yeah, he was man, he showed no respect. That's where he even left me. Like I tried to shake his hand. He was a bit of an arrogant cunt.
Yeah, that was surprising, right?
I don't know what his I had seen his coach right before I did the weigh-ins, and he was like a very respectful guy, talking to me and my brother. And then I thought, oh, maybe his students like that too. So when we did the weigh-ins, put my hand out for a handshake, and he kind of like, they saw what happened.
Yeah, I did. And then you went in there and knocked him out clean, man. How good does that feel? You know what I mean? Of course, the knockout feels good, but when you have a little bit of animosity, it feels a little better, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. It's the icing on the cake. Yeah, man. I was just happy I got to do it with my brothers beside me, Yeah, I felt like they were they all believed this guy was just gonna come in and steamroll me, man. So
yeah, man, you did it. And the fan experience as well, man. You got to experience that. It's pretty insane out there.
yeah, man. So the Japanese are like they're the craziest fans I've met, man. They're the coolest fans. So respectful. We really couldn't move around the lobby without getting just bombarded with fans. So it was something I haven't experienced before.
Yeah, man, they treat people like a superstar out there. Now, after that, not much longer, you get signed by the UFC. I think everybody was expecting you to be signed. Was that always the plan for you?
No, it was just they had the best offer on the table. When when I got all the offers, because it was quite a big show, a lot of eyes on that show, and I felt like the number one. I felt like the number one pick for the NBA draft. So
yeah, man, it must feel good.
Cool.
When they announced your signing, they also announced a fight, and they said that you were gonna fight Austin Lane. Then he pulled out the fight like the next day. It seemed like. Do you know what happened?
Maybe you seen the highlight reels. I don't know.
Maybe.
I have no idea, man. But this next fight, I like his style. It's better for me. The other opponent they gave me. So, I'm excited for that, man.
Yeah, Waldo. Yeah, it's very rare that they have two undefeated heavyweights fight each other in the UFC, man. It's an interesting matchup. What do you think about the matchup?
Man, I think it's good. He likes to enter the traffic also. So I expect the just full car crash, man. Just go in there and throw bombs. Give the fans exactly what I want to give them. Just full war violence. So, yeah.
After your last fight, your left hand, it was wrapped up, and I think you said that you hurt it in training. How bad was that injury?
Yeah, I'm trotting along.
You're trotting along.
Yeah, still trotting along, man. I know I got a bit of I'm trotting along, man. I can do it.
All right. And Justin, whenever I talk to him, he always talks about your youngest brother, the youngest Tafa brother, and he helps you guys in camp. How much sparring do you usually do with him ahead of fights?
Man, he's like my younger brother's a gun, bro. He's right behind me. He's coming in right behind me, man. There's gonna be 3 of us. Just that's the dream, to have all 3 of us on the card.
Insane, man. How old is he?
I think 22. Right. He's unbeaten in kickboxing, so he's he's such a tough fighter, man. Really, really good fighter. He's got me and my brothers in his corner too. So, man, I feel unstoppable when I have my brothers in my corner. So, I can't imagine when he has all three of us there. It's like, yeah,
crazy. After the Risings fight, in the interview, someone asked you about Josh Barnett, and then you said you'd fight Josh Barnett as long as he was off the steroids. Is USADA like a big part of signing with the UFC for you, that everybody's clean, or they're testing everybody?
Yeah, for sure, man. You just want an even playing field with other fighters, like but that doesn't, a lot of people before USADA, before they sign to UFC, their whole careers on the steroids, and then they come to UFC and they're like at peak. They're at their peak, they're at their best they've ever been. It's because they just had the whole steroids use. But for me with USADA, yeah, it just helps because I know I was competing in Glory and a lot of them juice monkeys were on, so like I'm seeing it even in kickboxing, they're starting to clean up that sport also. So it's a lot of cheaters, man. A lot of cheaters.
Well, hopefully, USADA does a good job, you know what I mean, and weeds those cheaters out. They've been suspending people, so they're doing something.
A suspension is not enough, man. Suspension is not enough. Like, you can make. It's easy to have a suspension if you've made that extra 300,000, or if you made that extra win bonus. They should take their purse away from them, man. It's like, yeah, but that's a whole nother story, man. Yeah,
definitely. When's the last time you and Justin fought on the same card? It's been a long time, probably.
I would say 2015, back in the kickboxing days on the local scene. Yeah,
What was what do you remember most about that?
It'll be back then. I remember just the crowd being my whole family. There's no way we were losing that. Yeah. There was no way we were losing that night. So yeah.
It was like when Justin was fighting for, I think, XFC. Like, you guys had pretty much everybody there in that little tavern.
Yeah, for sure. When the gang's on, man, the people know what to expect. They come and watch, man. It's crazy.
For sure. And your corners is just going to be your brothers? Is Mark going to be in your corner as well?
No. I would love for him to be in my corner, but I don't think he would be. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And so you're just expecting to entertain the fans then in your debut. That's what we should be looking for. That's it.
Yeah, man. No difference, man. I just want to go in there and knock this guy's head off and get paid for it, So just I've always believed I possess that ability just to knock anyone's lights off. So just it's what I'll do like I've done. I fought like 5 times in the last 6 months, all finishes. I just expect the same thing,
Is that what you want to do as well in the UFC? Is just to fight as often as you can, just like you did last year? Because last year you had an insane year.
Yeah, man. I hope to have 4 fights this year. I hope to just smash out as many fights as I can this year and see where I'm at this time next year.
When you look at the heavyweight division, like who are some of the fighters that you really want to fight, though? You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like a top 15 fighter. There's probably styles out there that you enjoy.
Yeah. I think I'll be moving to light heavyweight division. I'll let my brother have his run in the heavyweights. I'm still quite young. Over the years, I'll just keep working on my body and I can make my way up. But right now, I can make that 93 kilos. And after watching Jamal Hill and Glover, yeah, I think I possess the ability to, compete up there with them guys. So.
Yeah, that was a pretty insane fight, huh?
For sure, man. For sure. Crazy fight, man. Glover's a beast. I was going for Jamal Hill from the beginning. Then by the end, I was, come on, Glover, bro. You got this, man.
Yeah.
He's a warrior, man. Sure. Ultimate warrior, man.
He is, man. And man, I think that's what people are expecting out of you is fights like that, or just straight up, deadly knockouts. And February 11th, man, UFC 284, you get your chance. It's incredible how you went from where you were last year at the beginning to this year at the beginning. And thank you so much, man, for the time. Have a good day.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man.